curious that you said that you really haven't been that involved with the society, and that you weren't on the board, but it sounds to me like you've been incredibly involved in German Village over the years.
Oh, in the village, absolutely, but in the operation of the society itself, and that's what I was referring to. Oh, no. Been very involved in the German Village, and certainly supportive of the society, just not on the board. Been on lots of committees, far more than I like to be, actually, or wanted to be, but was important.
Mm-hmm. So I know that you must have witnessed a lot of fabulous people with their influence in German Village over the years, and that they were instrumental in making changes. And I wondered if you can sort of think back, like maybe in the 60s and then in the 70s and on through the decades, as to who would you describe as people who were very influential in moving German Village forward?
Well, in the 60s, of course, it was the people that were buying the properties, the ones that I mentioned earlier. Bobby Hurry. Actually, Bobby Hurry moved into the other half of the double that I was in August. I moved in July, and he moved in August. And Bobby he did more than a dozen rehabs. And he was a real craftsman. And so I think he was very influential. He also wrote a column in the German Village. We used to have a newspaper. It came out of the society, I don't know, monthly, quarterly, I don't remember how often, but he used to write a column in there on the preservation. So he was very influential at that point. Then when we got into and again, I'm more into the houses and the society because that's what I was working with. There were the Bob Gieses, the Michael Councils, the Steve Schellenbergers, and probably before that there was the Bill Kramer or Kamer. I mean, people were buying property down here. They loved it. They couldn't get something. Just couldn't let it go. I mean, and loved redoing them. But I remember some of those many times at the commission. And then we became more involved with architects. And so, and then after that, I don't really know very much because when I'm done, I'm done. When I went off the commission, that was I don't think I've been back to a single commission meeting since. I'm not sure. I didn't stick my head in once when I was in the building, but when I'm done, I'm done.
Well, over those 14 years, you must have seen a lot.
I did. I was chair part of that time. We had one person downtown named Martha Trout in the city offices that she was wonderful, but it was a job beyond her. We didn't have a Jody. We didn't have the guidelines. We didn't have the photographs. If you wanted to see before you had to go look, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to know the village really well.
So did the commission, did they maintain the house files, or was that part of the...
That's the city. Yeah. I mean, I think there are certainly lots of things down there, but the city has the official records.
Mm-hmm. So I know you just said that when you're done, but I also saw a smile when you were talking about yesterday's annual meeting with the focus on historic preservation, because that really is the heart and soul of the commission. Right.
No, I was very, very pleased with that. And of course, I'm on Parks and Public Spaces Committee, so I have to be happy with that, or they'll get me.
I suspect you don't do that. So over the years, I'm sure it seems like you've seen a lot of changes. Can you talk a little bit about what's kept you here and what do you just absolutely love about German Village?
Well, I love the location. I love the sense of community. I am not a social animal and not a party person particularly. But if I want to party, the parties are there. If I don't want to party, that's okay too. I feel a kind of privacy, yet we live right next to one another, on top of each other, but I don't think anybody cares too much what anybody else is doing next door to them. I feel a sense of security for the same reason, because we live close together. But I think it's the people and the availability to do so many things if you choose to do it.
So there have been a lot of opportunities here for
Yes. All right. Yeah. So does that answer your question? Sometimes I ask myself, why have I stayed so long? I've been in 3 houses. I was in the first one I rented for a year. Then I moved to 554 South 6th and was there from 62 to 67. And then I've been in the house I'm in now since 67, so that's a good long time. Somebody needs to go in and redo it again.
with the guidelines and conditions.
There you go. Right. Well, it's a wonderful place to live. There are lots of wonderful people. We've lost lots of wonderful people too, but yeah.
I'm sure.
Right.
Over the years, you've seen many come and go.
Right. Yeah, but it's a great place to live. It's as I said in the newspaper article. I don't think the passion for German Village has changed.